angle now. This fan does not like to cooperate when you have landscape mode. Let's get you back out of my way a little bit. So we'll come on up. Now you can see what I'm doing here with my level. I still will not be able to see chat that well, but at least until I start doing the actual valve installation. Alright, so you get it started. You want to get it started. The bubbles are going to balance. Plus the gravity of the drill goes drilling. You don't have to push. If you're having to push, then you need to get a different bit, especially drilling through fiberglass. Keep the pressure level. About further when you see that light. You see that second round. So there's that. Got one more to pilot, and then the fun part begins. I know I keep saying that, but it's all fun and games until you start drilling with the hole saw. Okay, we should do about there. So, get those 3 holes drilled, makes your life a whole lot easier. Then you'll want to grab your hole saw. Whichever brand you have will have a different recommendation for the size. This is 1.5 inches or a 38 millimeter for metric people. I really don't like using this style of a bit on a tub. I recommend the tooth version, fine tooth. It has less chance of cracking, but the problem is this is one size under. This is only a 35 millimeter, and the manufacturer recommends a 38 or 1.5 inches. So you'll have that on some. I'm going to go ahead and use the 35. I've used it on 4 other tub installations on this development, and I haven't had any issues whatsoever. So here's what you're going to be dealing with. With the pilots already there, makes it a lot easier. So you just want to start. Go real close. You want to make sure you get through that first layer of fiberglass resin. So you got like that. I'm a little bit high here. See how it's a small tip now. Let's get Grab your level once you get through that first level layer, and you can just there you go. One hole's done. The good thing about these spider bits is they have a self-eject. That's the whole reason this thing here moves. And so you can get your little core and it's out. We'll throw that in the trash box and move on to the next hole. A lot of times I'll use a vacuum. If I have the adapter with me, I do not today. 'Fiberglass is a lot quieter to drill than wood is, by the way. It's a lot smoother. And a lot of times on these, you'll have the core split into two. So, makes it a little bit irritating sometimes to get the cores out. But it's always possible. Strands, you always want to make sure you can get them cleared out. It's not a necessity, but it makes it a lot easier. Just to double check our level here. The faster your drill goes, the finer that powder is going to be. So, you've got sensitive lungs. Make sure you wear a mask or something. Alright, so we are done with this drill. I'm going to go grab the vacuum real quick. Hopefully it didn't disconnect again. So we've got our vacuum. It's a DeWalt. You can tell it's mine. Pretty easy. Forewarning, this might be a little loud. That's All messages. I don't know if I'm getting chats or not. I really don't know. Half the time my messages don't work. So, sorry if you send a chat and I don't see it. It's just, I don't know what's going on. YouTube doesn't seem to like me sometimes. So now we begin the valve installation. Again, we have your valves.
I love you, Lord. Oh, you're mad.
Sorry about that. I had a telephone call. Sorry about that. Again, I apologize. Let's see. Also, shout out to Charlie Kirk's family. I heard about that. Praying for them. Violence is not the answer to anything, so. Just wish everybody could get along. So always remember your hot valve goes to the left. It's going to be reversed because that over there is actually the front of the tub. So if you're doing like me, you set the tub up. The bathroom is actually over there. So I have more room in here to work. Cardboard is just needed for when they install tile. If you have a tile tub or anything similar to that, feed it through the bottom, pull it up, and then the washer goes on top. And then you can just do that. If you have an impact with a very thin shaft, you can do that. Most of the time you won't have one that'll fit. So I just tend to use this. The way these work, they just sort of clamp. So. And if you drill a hole and it's, say, a 16th too big or a 16th too small, then the 1.5 inch recommendation, it's going to be fine. And this is an 1/8 smaller than the recommendation. It actually works better in my opinion. Which really, I think, this washer here may need to flip. I'll have to screw this all the way in to do that. Again, my condolences. If you're chatting right now, the phone is above me, as you can see, so I'm clueless right now. We're just going to flip it over. I like the rounded edges better. And you'll need to line these little notches in this washer to put the screws. If you ever put one of these in, it's a necessity. And you can tighten one screw all the way up on these. Even the manufacturer states that. You can tighten one screw all the way before you even start tightening them together. Tight. washer bends a little bit. Push down here a little bit closer so you can see. The washer can bend a little. You don't want to crank it down too tight. So again, you'll take the washer off, dispose of the cardboard. Again, I will say this white piece needs to face the right side of the tub. So that'll be my left, I'm behind it. And this is the hot valve, so it'll go over here. And they do matter. So when we go to put the trim on, you'll see I wasn't even paying attention to which one was which. I was just laying them down there. Shame on me. Alright. Come on. Sometimes these screws will get caught up on this nut there. It's not a big issue. Just where they fit snug in this undersized hole. I'd rather it fit snug than loose though. Go ahead and tighten this down. How's everybody doing? I can see my phone screen now. I still haven't seen any chats though. I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or just nobody's talking. I'm beginning to wonder even if my audio is working. Be my luck to have some tech issues. Go ahead and tighten this side down. The good thing about the bottom of this having two pipes makes it easier to line everything up. That's close. I thought I stripped that for a second. Okay, let's see here. I need to. Right, nothing popped, so we're going to tighten it down some more. I don't know what they make these screws out of, but never stripped one. And I know they're just a T15, but they're sturdy. And then we got the last valve. I chewed it up a little bit. That's pretty much the exact same size as that collar there. So the inside diameter is what you have to worry about. T15 and we'll go ahead and start cranking down on it. This will start moving that valve down, hopefully. Maybe. If I don't forget something. Just about did. As long as I can get this below that little notch, we'll be alright. And actually, if you do one side and then cross to the other one, sometimes that works a little better. Because it actually, if you look over here, if it'll focus, you can see it pushes that screw up. So it kind of holds itself. Sometimes you get lucky like that. Let's see here. I think I got all these tight now. This one here is really the only one that matters, getting it perfect, because the way the trim kit fits. It's got a set screw in it. And that's what keeps it straight. So you got your tub trim here. And this O-ring right here fits up in there. I don't like how rough that is. That should be okay. Make sure that's tight. Okay, so that's tight down there. There's the little bag of stuff. I was wondering what that was. Gotta throw some of these on there. These keep the water from coming back down in. Unless I forgot it. That wouldn't be good. Sorry I had to mute a minute ago. The homeowner, they don't wish to not be filmed or heard, so. Out of respect for them, I went ahead and muted. Everybody has a right to privacy. They were kind enough to let me film this. If you're gonna film, at least ask permission. That's just a respect thing. Just because you have a camera doesn't mean you should. Make sure that's down tight. And you take the short end. And I go turn and then it's tight. And on these, you got a little piece you throw in there. Now this one here may need to twist a little. We'll see. So, these here, this piece up in here, I don't know if it's going to focus. That little tab there, it engages with this to stop the movement. So on this one, there's not much that engages. So this one hot will be over here, but I'm just showing you because this is better angle. It will operate just like that. I could have waited and used cold, but this is the first one I grabbed, so it is what it is. Sometimes these threads feel like they take forever. Again, Chad, I apologize if you guys are commenting. I honestly, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with live streaming on here. I'm better with Twitch when it comes to being live. I normally try to game every night now. I've got my computer set up again. Right now I'm doing a playthrough of Astroneer. It's an old game. Good game, but old. I can remember playing it back in college days. I'm not sure if it was out during high school or not. I don't think so. But it was one of the first games I ever played on PC, other than Minecraft. And yes, I used to play the Minecraft a lot. And substantial amount on Classic. That's showing my age any. Minecraft Classic, those were the days. That one does need to twist a little bit, but I think it's fine for now. There. I think I got it. So, there's your finished result. That plastic will get pulled out when I go in there and set up. So, I'm going to go ahead and move this in here. And we'll begin the process of hopefully not dropping the phone. I don't have a third axis of movement here. So this is going to have to work for now. Be right back. I have to clean this up good because everybody loves to throw their trash right in the they've actually grouted this plug-in. There. This is going to be a nightmare. But that's why we build things. We tell the boss, hey, we need this. If stuff goes wrong, we can be like, hey, Charge these guys. They made a mess. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some stuff. We do that after we do this. Also, guys, if you stay this long, I'm going to try to be more regular about posting, or whatever it's called. I think it's posting. There we go. So this should, well, maybe not. There we go. Somebody thought they was being funny when they done this. All they had to do was put some painter's tape or something over it. But again, nobody ever cares about what the plumbers have to go through. Of course, we've had concrete guys and tile guys and everybody doing stuff, so. If you guys don't mind, I really don't want to ask people to subscribe, but if you find the content at least somewhat interesting, it wouldn't hurt to give a sub, because that'll motivate me, for one, to post more. Again, I don't like asking that. It just feels cheesy to me, asking somebody to subscribe, but a lot of people don't do it unless you ask. That made this a nightmare. That's another thing. If you're ever drilling a hole in wood, your bit's binding, a lot of times you can just vacuum that hole while you're drilling it. Go ahead and clean this. So I'll need to go find my silicone grease. It should be in my passenger door of the truck. Also, if you don't mind, leave a like, because Because really, I don't even know if anybody can hear me. So, hold on. Alright, well, we got that out, so time to go get the silicone grease. We'll get some Teflon and we'll go ahead and wrap our brass insert. We'll show you how to set this thing. They were very good. Alright, so I do a little bit of a cheat when I do these. I don't like using the adhesive on brass. Some issues. But Teflon does pretty good when you wrap it pretty tight. So what I do is I'll take these. This is the tailpiece that goes down in here by itself. So we'll take some silicone grease. Make things easier and keep this from falling down in here where you can't get it. You take some Teflon. I just use gray because it's the only thing we use. And I'll throw a few wraps right here. Just to keep this brass ring from falling. Then when you tighten that down, it's not adhesive, so it's not gonna make it corrode. Teflon is basically inert. And so you can just stick that down in there and that ring won't fall. So, don't forget your plastic washer. You can get this at Lowe's, any plumbing supply pretty much. And it's pretty warm right now, so. Works a lot better than just straight up silicone because it doesn't dry out. And it's waterproof, so I've got that going for you too. This may be a little bit fun because I'm bottoming out right there. We'll see what we've got under the tub. But this may be a little bit of an issue. So I'm gonna have to move you guys over here out of the way. Sorry for taking you guys for a road trip, it seems, but this is where things can get interesting at times. So, again, apologies for the movement. But it's really not a good place for my phone right now. Sorry about that. I don't know why my phone's being a dirt. Tell you what, guys, I gotta make a call, and I'll go ahead and continue this here in a moment.